Hello everybody, welcome back to another movie review, and today we're going to look at one of my all-time favorite movies of the 1950s, Tammy and the Bachelor. Released in 1957 under Universal Studios, it stars adorable Debbie Reynolds, handsome Leslie Nielsen, and a supporting cast of Walter Brennan, Fay Wray, Sidney Blackmer, Mildred Natwick, Mala Powers, and Louise Beavers. The story is about Tammy, a naive, backwards river girl who longs to see the world. One day, she and her grandfather rescue a young man named Peter Brent from an airplane crash somewhere in the river. They bring him home and nurse him for about a week, and then he returns back to his home. However, after that week has been gone, Tammy has to go back and find where Peter lives because her grandfather is taken to jail for messing with corn liquor. So, since he doesn't want her to be alone, she is sent to be with Peter until he is out of jail. When she gets there, she is filled with amazement and curiosity as the people around her are so different compared to her, but that doesn't stop her from being her sweet, curious, and very honest self. This is honestly one of them films that I absolutely love. It's such a sweet, charming little film, and it's up there with my favorite Debbie Reynolds movies, along with Singing in the Rain and The Unsinkable Molly Brown. She's just so likable and adorable here. And I know many people like Sandra Dee, and I think she's quite cute too. But I definitely prefer Debbie Reynolds. She was the first Tammy, after all. So that's gotta count for something, right? Aside from Debbie Reynolds, Leslie Nielsen is absolutely adorable here. He was still very green in his career, but I think he does a lovely job with what he's given. And he and Debbie have such great chemistry together. It is so adorable, especially every time she tries to kiss him and he's just like, no, forget it. I mean, granted, he kisses her on the forehead at one point, but, but they do hug a lot too, which is real sweet. One of my favorite supporting actors in this movie is Mildred Natwick, who plays Aunt Rennie. She's just such a lively, colorful character, and she's kind of the outcast when it comes to the adults. She loves to paint, she likes cats, and she dresses a little bit different than everybody else. But she's just such a darling, and she treats Tammy with love and respect, and it's just so adorable. And I honestly like this actress a lot. I've seen her in several things, and I just really like her. Honestly, I would link her up there as one of my favorite supporting actresses, along with Thelma Ritter. Heck, wouldn't it be cool if they both played in a movie together? That would have been so awesome. Then we have Scream Queen Fay Wray, who, she's not the most likable character in the movie, but she's not an antagonist either. She's definitely not up there with being the nice character, but it's kind of cool to see Scream Queen Fay Wray in a Tammy movie. And every so often I look at her and I'm just like, can I notice her like she was in 1933? Debbie wrote in her autobiography, My Life, that the film didn't do so good when it initially was released. So Universal pulled the movie out for a while the song became a mega hit. Debbie wrote that while the movie took a while, the song was a hit overnight. So they actually let the song build before re-releasing the film, which actually is quite smart when you think about it. Of course, this did not make her then husband Eddie Fisher happy, as he was the singer in the family and felt that she was basically just kind of one-upping him or something. She does say that she offended her husband without meaning to, and I think that is quite sad. Initially, I think they were having issues in their marriage at this time, and those who know of their story know. But those who don't, basically, she and Eddie were married, but then Elizabeth Taylor and Eddie started having a little side thing going when Elizabeth Taylor's husband, Mike Todd, was tragically killed in a plane crash. Eddie, being his best friend, of course, started consoling Elizabeth in more ways than one. And this, of course, led to their divorce. But this was kind of early on. This wouldn't have happened at this time yet. In fact, this started when Elizabeth Taylor was making Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, which was released in 1958. So, considering this was released in 1957, this definitely did not happen yet, I don't think. But anyway, as far as the film was concerned, the film did make its money back, I believe, but it was the song that really did it. Debbie also said that at this time you had the people like Elvis Presley and, you know, of course her husband, but even then her husband, I think, was being pushed to the wayside for the newer musicians coming in. And the fact that her song was making it big was very, very offensive to him. Like I said, the film is a very charming film. Do I think it's got, like, you know, grade A acting? Not in a sense where you're looking for powerful performances, no. But I will say the two best scenes played by Debbie Reynolds, in my opinion, is in early on when Peter leaves. She tells him that she needs to keep it together and, you know, be brave. She didn't want to cry. So they, you know, say their goodbyes. She watches him leave, and as he turns away, she runs into the boathouse and she falls into her grandmother's chair and cries. This is really sweet, but then this happens.
I guess I shouldn't have been in such an all-fired hurry to restore his soul.
The film is sweet, but I also feel like that was a little bit of a comedy bit there. We're looking at a girl who's heartbroken because she has a crush on this guy, and yet that line is said, you can almost chuckle at it the way she delivers it. It's really cute. The other moment is at the party where she dresses up as Peter's great great grandmother, I believe, in a beautiful ball gown. And she goes into the history of her and her family traveling by road, how they were robbed, and how they came to be in this magnificent house, and how she would end up marrying the man of the house and end up having many families of that generation in that house from then on. It's honestly quite a sweet scene, especially considering that she was looked at as mostly an embarrassment, mostly from the mother, and yet this was a particular moment where she brought a part of history of their family to life, and everyone is amazed and enthralled in it and charmed by it. It's just really, really cute. I also really like the ending of the film. It's really cute, really romantic. Um, I'm not going to give away too much of what happens, but let's just say that they finally share a kiss, and it's really, really cute. Honestly, I recommend this movie. It's perfect if you're just looking for something simple and sweet, and like I said, I definitely recommend it. Anyway, that about does it for my review of Tammy and the Bachelor. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this movie if you've seen it. Do you like it? Which is your favorite Tammy, Debbie or Sandra? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Have a great and wonderful day.